everyone. Hello to all of you people of God. I would like to thank you all for liking my videos and for subscribing to this channel. For those of you who have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that we can always be together every time I come on and every time that you need encouragement. So today, I was led by the Holy Spirit to share with you and to encourage you with one reality or one truth that I have learned during this stand. My dear friends, if this storm has taught me anything, it's taught me that I cannot do anything on my own. Nothing. I don't even draw a breath that doesn't pass through God's hands. He gives and takes away. He allows and He withholds. There is nothing that is out of God's control. Job chapter 1:21 says this, He gives, He takes. My heart will choose to say, Lord, blessed be your name. So my dear friends, this is one very important thing that I've learned, that everything passes through God. Everything is from Him, and He is always in control. There was a time when I just couldn't understand how that could be a good thing. I could not reconcile how a good God could allow these things to happen to me. This whole process has been so painful. How is it God would allow me to experience such pain, such trouble? How can someone who loves me allow this so much hurt to happen to me? Those are difficult questions to answer from a human perspective. I am so sure that many of you ask this from God each and every day. But you know what, my dear friends? Once it was difficult, a long time ago. But really, today, if I stop and think about it and let God speak to my heart, I can really see how He has allowed this to happen. How He has allowed pain to take over me. It's kind of like a mother who warns her child that they will get hurt if they continue with a certain behavior or with something that they are doing. She knows, like, being a mother myself, I know that if my child does not stop with something I know that will hurt him or her, they will get hurt definitely, no doubt. But I let it be. I allow it to happen, even with the power that I have to force my child to stop. I do not, because I know that unless the child experiences the hurt himself or herself, they will not learn. So, being a mother who loves my child or my children very much, I allow them to make that mistake so that they themselves learn from that mistake or those mistakes. My dear friends, you have to know this truth. This separation is not only for me to learn, but also for my spouse. It is the same with you. Your spouse may be out right now living in sin without a care in the world. But keep your focus on God. God is allowing this for a greater purpose. It is for your spouse to learn on their own the lessons from their mistakes. It is for them to see for themselves that no matter what they do or where they go, nothing, just nothing can fill that void. Because that void that they are feeling deep inside them, which they think can be filled with sin, with drinking, with going after other women, can only in reality be filled with Jesus. That void inside of them, deep down, that they are searching for what can fill it, they will come to themselves to realize that it can only be filled by Jesus alone. My dear friends, we are all God's children, and sometimes He allows us to go through things so that we can learn from them. So know this, your spouse is a child of God too. And God may be allowing you to go through the pain, but He is also allowing your spouse to go through the life that they are living now for a purpose. This storm that I have endured has not been in vain. The storm that you have endured and continue to endure right now will not be in vain. I have learned so much through dealing with this. My faith has grown, and I have learned so much about trusting God. I am looking at an impossible situation, and my only option is to put my complete trust in God. I would not even know where to start had I not had to endure this storm that has taught me so much. I know my husband will also have his own set of learnings from this storm. We will both come out of this stronger children of God. Our marriage will come out of this like gold tested in the fire. It will be perfect. This is why God has allowed us to go through the fiery furnace. But in going through that fire, trust and know that God is with you. He is always with you. He will never let you go through the storm or go through the fire alone. I know, my dear friends, it is hard to deal with rejection. I know the pain of abandonment. I am living it. I know the difficulties of raising kids on your own. I am doing just that right now. Nothing about standing for your marriage is easy. Believe me, nothing is easy about all of this. But don't close yourselves off. Keep an open mind and an open heart as you seek God's wisdom, as you seek God's will for your life. Allow God to use this time to mold you into the beautiful child that He longs you to be. Because, my dear friends, at this very moment, whatever it is that your spouse is doing, God is using that too to mold him or her into the beautiful child that He wants them to be. Yes, it is painful in the beginning. It was for me. But I promise you, the end results will be well worth it. I know this because I look forward to my end, to the end of all this standing. But as we all know, my dear friends, that standing is a lifetime thing. So I look forward more to the end of my husband being gone and out from the home, because I know that soon enough the season for me will change, as it will for you. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 is a promise. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. You will be able to stand and know that your faith is strong. You will have the courage to follow God wherever He wants to lead, because you will know that He has your best interests at heart. You may not understand it, but you know and trust that God knows, and what God knows is the best. You trust completely that God, our Father, is doing what is best for us, for you and your spouse, because He works everything for the good of those who love Him. So just continue keeping your focus on Him. Keep on pressing. Keep on knowing God. He will work all things out for your good. That is a promise from God. So my dear friends, I hope that I have encouraged you today. Thank you very much for your time, and I continue to pray for all of you. God bless you all.